So here we are on the last day of Pisces. That's the 19th of March 2021. The end of an astrological year. And the sun is moving the very last moments of Pisces. As the sun disappears behind a few clouds, just last month the sun was setting over there in that direction, and now it's moving east for Aries. It's 6:07 in the morning. On the 20th of March, and here in the distance, just behind those clouds, we have Aries rising. The first day of Aries 2021. It looks to be a lovely day. With many of the clouds just disappearing over the horizon. And the golden glow of the sun rising in the distance. So people up and about, people on the beach. And a wonderful sunrise. Today also marks the first day of spring 2020, and as we can see, the daisies are out, but at 6:15 in the morning they're still asleep, still curled up. Some of them are up and about, catching the sun. Yes, they always know the direction of the sun and they follow the sun all day long. And at night they just close up and go back to sleep after a hard day's work. Sleepy daisies. And of course we have our splendid daffodils. A good spring marker for the 20th of March. Lots of other flowers. Out and about. Colour coming back to Great Britain. That's 3 degrees this morning, so it was cold, but not. It's doesn't feel too cold. A spring 3 degrees. And as we can see, the sun is still rising. And the daffodils are looking for some sunshine. (6:18) now, so the sun has been up for a good, well, 9 minutes. So here we are on Avenue de Caen. That's our French connection. Caen just being over the Manche, yes, the channel. And the trees are branching out now and budding, ready for the new year of hard work, processing the sun. More daffodils, getting ready for the spring display, and the leaves popping out on the roses. For a rosy start to the year. There are still a number of crocuses left along this path. Yes, a good mile. But most of them had their day, so to speak. But plenty of daffodils blooming. Simply a blooming, wonderful day. Spring 2021 on South Sea Common. Hi, it's spring 2021 and the new astrological year begins with Aries. Last year, 2020, we looked at Aries and astrology from the aspect of its earthology, the atmosphere around at that time of the year here on Earth, earthology. So when one is born and takes the first breath, that atmosphere, its resonance and frequency stays with all one's days as the first impression. Naturally, one would resonate each year with its frequency and profound meaning. However, each year is different, so logically, one would resonate more if the year has the same numerological value. So 2020, for example, was numerologically a 4-year. That's 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 0 equals 4. This year, however, is a 5-year. 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 1 equals 5. So there's a difference in frequency running through the year. Someone born in 1958, like myself, for example, was born in a 5-year. That's 1 plus 9 plus 5 plus 8 equals 5. Every 9 years, the sequence starts again, so one resonates better with one's astrological sign every 9 years. This year, I would like to present a little more than just the atmosphere at that time, which goes with each sign. Another level of astrology is the influence of the planet that is said to rule a particular sign. The ruling planet for Aries is the planet Mars. Now, here's a rough timetable of the ancient practice which has existed for nearly as long as humanity. So we're going back 30,000 to 10,000 BC. The roots of astrology begin with earliest civilization. Maps of the stars existed long before maps of the earth. Archaeologists have found cave paintings, mammoth tusks and bones marked with lunar phases. Man has long coped with uncertainty and the change brought on by nature's cycle, by tracking the stars. The 7 visible planets were our first GPS. Now, you can go to astrostyle.com for more information on that. Also note that Atlantis, at the time of Atlantis, these things were known as well. So throughout the month of Aries, the Mars or the Martian influence will dominate the month for everyone, but be particularly resonant for those born during the month of Aries and its cusps. So let's take a look at the planet Mars. I suggest an internet search on Mars. 2 such sites that will give such information are, firstly, Cafe Astrology, yes, and now we can find Mars in fire, because Aries is a fire sign. So in each sign, Mars will turn up differently, have a different frequency and influence. So people, that is those with Mars in Aries, Leo or Sagittarius, are generally quite passionate. When they get angry, those around them generally know it. There's very little pretension with this position of Mars. They very much like to get what they want, and they generally won't hide this fact from you. These natives are far too impatient to play mind games or to employ much strategy in order to get where they want to go. So that's from that site. And secondly, the NASA solar system site. Yes, that's it. Solar system, NASA.gov planets. Now, Mars is the fourth planet from the Sun, a dusty, cold desert world with a very thin atmosphere. Mars is also a dynamic planet with seasons, polar ice caps, canyons, extinct volcanoes, and evidence that it was even more active in the past. Yes. A site I would suggest to go to there would be the Electric Universe, for example. Now, another important aspect to consider is the music of the spheres. Mars gives out a constant musical note that affects everyone, especially those who tune into its frequency through study and groundwork. You can find on YouTube the actual sound of the planet Mars. Example, YouTube, SOTA, Music of the Spheres - Mars by Gustav Holst. Yes. And there are other videos. So throughout our solar system, this music can be heard and felt by those who have ears to hear and senses to feel, thus adding a whole new level to one's comprehension of Aries and astrology as a whole. My own videos of astrology or astrological signs and some other videos are available to view on my website, that's sites.google.com, Universal Comprehension Academy, and it's under research videos. Yes, so that's it for Aries 2021. Join me for more info soon. Bye for now.